Today we are listening to Beach House Bloom, which is their fourth LP and longest work to date. And after the release of their acclaimed Teen Dream, there was a lot of pressure to make an album worthy of its predecessor. So, yes, I do have it right here, and it's got this really cool embossed texture. The little white dots are embossed. And then the back, pretty cool. Pretty cool. I actually got to see them on the Bloom tour where they played a lot of songs from Teen Dream. I will say I was pleasantly surprised. Since I don't know, Teen Dream might still be my favorite, but I don't know about that. They have a lot of good albums. I've noticed. There's definitely room in the future to listen to some more Beach House. This, so I think we can get started with the first song, which is Myth. Great guitar sound there. Sounds like he's in a grand auditorium or hallway or cathedral or something with a lot of reverb. His background vocals sounding a little maybe Enya-like there at the end. And I don't know if that's keyboard there is sounds like something that was like programmed in that pattern. It just sounds too perfect for somebody to be playing that. I guess you could play it and then quantize it, but I mean, if you're going to do it live, you might as well just program it. And that I don't know what that clanking sound is, but it almost sounds like a cowbell. But it kind of gives the song a little bit of a mechanical feel to me. It almost sounds like, I mean, the guitar that Alex is using sounds very similar to me to Teen Dream guitar. So I don't know if he made any changes or just was like, I like this sound, I'm just going to keep using it. Yeah, it's a good opening track. And let's see what. Yeah, okay, here we go. So on Genius, drifting in and out, you see the road you're on. It came rolling down your cheek. You say just what you mean, and in between, it's never as it seems. Okay, so right off the bat, I am not going to be able to explain what these lyrics mean. I can make an interpretation, but just know that I've read some of these annotations and they seem just as lost as I am at interpreting them. Some of them are more insightful than others. Some are good at just giving background information. But I feel like these lyrics are just meant to be taken in with the music and you just kind of let them wash over you and the imagery that they evoke. And I think I read something about they don't necessarily like people intellectualizing their, I don't know if they meant the music as a whole or the lyrics specifically, but I could see it applied just to the lyrics too, because I don't feel like they're not very straightforward. I mean, as far as me saying this is definitely about this specific thing and this is exactly what it means, it's just not going to happen. So I'll comment on them a little bit, but and just as a whole, I don't. I know I've said this before, but most of the time it's the music that carries more importance than the lyrics, anyways. I don't expect every artist I listen to be a poet. So I mean, I need to start a poetry channel, like a separate poetry channel, just to do poetry analysis. Drifting in and ice. So I think there is a lot of road imagery that's used, and so that is definitely something we may see again as we're looking at the lyrics and listening to her. It seems like her lover truly loves her and wants to be in the relationship, but all good things about the relationship are just a fantasy or myth in her head. Yeah, that's one interpretation. And yeah, I mean, why would there be a tear rolling down someone's cheek if it wasn't, if it didn't have to do with relationships? So I like the chorus here. Help me to name it. And if we are talking about an emotion, then I think there are emotions that still are not, they don't have names. And I think that's because you can feel different emotions simultaneously. Like when people cry when they're happy, we don't really, do we have a term for that? I don't think so. Tears of joy, I guess, but that doesn't really describe the emotion in one word. So that's what I'm saying is emotions are complex things. So maybe Victoria is experiencing something like that and doesn't have a name for it and is asking for someone else to help her to name this emotion that she cannot define. If you built yourself a myth, you'd just wait a minute. If you built yourself a myth, you didn't know just what to give. That one line right there is interesting. So it suggests that we can create our own myths to live by. And then, based on that myth, you'll know how to live or what to give. Let's see what Genius says here. Myth building is a pastime of selfish lovers. So, this is a comment on the stories we used to have that explain how we got here and why we're here and what we're doing. Myths are developed in order to give a sense of meaning to our lives, but the frightening part is that we no longer perceive myths as a type of truth. Or maybe, yeah, I guess it could be, as long as I think it's more about what is the myths trying to show us that could be true. Instead, our current mindset is that myths are essentially made up realities, something we can just assign ourselves. The frightening part is to wonder what it means being able to assign such stories to ourselves. Can we easily just wipe away our pasts with something that we made up? That's an interesting interpretation there. Because right after this, it says, what comes after this momentary bliss? The consequence of what you do to me. And then Genius is talking about a momentary rush of dopamine. And so they keep returning after this maybe moment of intimacy. Could be. I mean, that would be the most obvious, I think, take on it. That something physical happening, and then. So yeah. What comes after that? Maybe what comes after that is the really important thing in a relationship. Found yourself in a new direction. Arrows fallen from the sun. Canyon calling. Would they come to greet you? Let you know you're not the only one. I like that image of arrows falling from the sun. And it says it's likely to refer to enlightenment. It's a pretty cool image, I think. And with this enlightenment, the narrator is able to set down a different path than the one she seemed destined to keep following before she saw the light. I'll let you know you're not the only one. Yeah, so this is what I was reading. Both Victoria and Alex say they try not to intellectualize their music, but let it happen organically and create a feeling for the listener rather than a conventional story arc. So Victoria is quoted here as saying, "We wrote a lot about the power of imagination. I want people to feel how it makes them feel. You get older and you realize that everything changes, that nothing lasts. But that also makes being in the moment and having the experience that much more meaningful." I definitely believe the Buddhist term for that is impermanence. Eventually, we come to realize that nothing really lasts. And maybe that is part of becoming enlightened, the arrows falling from the sun. And then the verse 3, it says, can't keep hanging on to what is dead and gone. Yeah, because that's like a way of almost torturing yourself when you do that. And not only that, but it's like living in delusion, I think, by pretending that something is still there that's not there anymore. If you build yourself a myth, you'd know just what to give. Materialize or let the ashes fly. Let's just see what Genius says. So we know about that first line, but the last two, it says she has his ashes in her house and have agonized about what she should do. She doesn't know whether to keep him home with her forever or let his ashes fly. Now, this is again, I don't know if this, I doubt this is to be taken literally. And it also seems to be an allusion to the myth of the phoenix, the creature that rises from the ashes. In order to be reborn and move on, you have to let go of the mythical self and the past. That interpretation I do like. And I do just like the idea of building your own myth rather than one that's already been created for you. But as far as materialize or let the ashes fly, I don't know, it just feels somewhat ambiguous, but unless we're talking about, yes, materialize the myth, or maybe let the ashes of past myths fly, the ones that aren't working for you anymore. Like I said, I don't know exactly what they mean, but I do my best. It's a good track, but I think I'm gonna just do what I usually do, which is start this off in maybe the most safe place, which would be like bronze. That way you can either move up or down from there. And I think we can move on to track 2, which is Wild. Cool drum machine sound. This is a really good blend of synth with that guitar. Chorusy guitar. That's cool how they fade in the drums there. Listen to that bass. You can tell he's using the bass pedal. I really love how on this track that the how the guitar keeps is restrained and then it comes in at just the right moments to fill out the space. And it's very, like I said, very chorusy, which I don't know if we compare it to the first. I guess it's pretty similar to the first. So again, I don't know if he's making any changes, but it's very chorusy sounding. Like I really notice it more, I guess, on this track, especially with those chords that just ring out. This song, and like I was saying, you can really hear the progression of the song with the bass pedal. And I think this song, this song's gonna be, it's gonna be hard to beat, I think. I love the percussion. Like right there, it's got the chorusy delay thing, man. That's I just love that sound. And her voice just sounds great, and especially towards the end. And the song just keeps elevating, I think, in intensity, especially with her voice right there. I love that. Whatever that other vocal, harmony vocal is, it's just like, I don't know. It's really beautiful. All right, so we looked at myth, so now we're looking at wild. My mother said to me that I would get in trouble. Our father won't come home because he is seeing double. I mean, my first reaction to that is the father's probably an alcoholic. But in Genius, it says maybe he's having an affair, which is an interesting interpretation. And then in verse 2, out in the endless green, your eyes are so misleading. That's when your car pulls up. Its hood is black and gleaming. So in Genius, it says the endless green is probably a natural landscape to which the two of them have escaped to be alone together. The shiny black car could be a police car, but it's more likely to be a hearse, in which case the endless green is probably the grass of a large cemetery. It's also possible that it's just a car, but where's the fun in that? Yeah. Again, I can't confirm exactly what we're talking about here. And I don't know if anybody has ever directly asked Victoria, like, what exactly are you talking about? Because I don't think it's really necessary. But I do like that cemetery analogy. The endless green. I don't know. Maybe not, because it would be endless green with tombstones. Maybe that works. I don't know. Or maybe this person's car just happens to be black. Just as whoever this person, maybe somebody she knew or was in a relationship with or something, had a black car. But it does say this person's eyes are misleading. So it could mean a lot of things. It could maybe black. What maybe does that have a symbolic meaning here? Like, are we talking about death? Because if we were, then I think death, if death was personified here, it does have a misleading effect on us humans as to like what we think is important or what isn't important in life, and all the different ways that we try to suppress death. When we look at death, we don't really understand it, and that's why its eyes are misleading. And so when death, if we're talking about death, then it might just pull up in a black car. Wouldn't that be funny? Because that would be like the last thing we would expect is for death to just show up in a black car. So in a while, you start to smile. The earth is wild. You've got no time. And that's the pre-chorus. So Genius says, even if happiness seems unattainable at times, there will be moments where you're smiling, and perhaps that's what life is all about. And when you look around, you'll see the earth and everything that happens on it is in fact pretty wild. We've got no excuses to not embrace that wildness. Our lives are short, so we should make the most of them. That's a pretty good way of. It does seem like it's saying that in a nutshell. Wild in our ways, what we are making. So this is the actual chorus. What we are making. Heartless to say. Go on pretending. Okay, so a genius says, in myth, we're essentially told that we are just pretending, building myths about what we believe to be true, and that's what we live by. But in this song, in the chorus of Wild, the narrator desperately tries to convince themselves that they're in control of their own life and they make their own rules to live life by. It's heartless and pessimistic to believe that everything is made up. There is true meaning in living your life on a whim and taking advantage of all the opportunities life presents you. I see it a little differently. Basically, because of that word pretending is a word that conjures up all kinds of different feelings and meanings for me. And for me personally, it evokes a lot of negative associations because I'm so sick of pretending, and I feel like most of my life I've been forced to pretend, pretend everything's fine. And maybe that's why it's heartless to say that. Just pretend everything's fine is kind of heartless. And it's heartless to expect us to live our lives pretending and never being able to be ourselves. And that goes completely the opposite against, it goes against the wildness and it goes against recognizing that much of the earth is wild, which is really just nature. So when we're constantly asked to just pretend, it's like denying our true nature. So that's what I'm getting from it anyways. So in verse 3, one chance to fall behind, the lines that would not let you. Can I believe in how the past is what will catch you? The way that I see those lines is, again, it goes back to this, what I see is how we make our society, the systems we live in, make life so difficult that even just one slip up and you're going to fall behind and it can affect the rest of your life. That's why it's not, you have 3 chances to fall behind. No, you only have 1 chance. And alternatively, it could mean you really only have 1 chance to move ahead too. But these lines, they're not going to, the lines are designed so that you don't fall behind. So I feel like that's like the system's rules trying to keep us in place, but still inevitably people still fall behind. And can I believe in how the past is what will catch you? I feel like the answer to that is no. If we're having to live by a system that constantly punishes you for falling behind, then it's not something I really want to believe in. It's just, but it is the reality that we have to live with. And unfortunately, it's also the reality that we created. So, and it also reminds me of, just the lines. You shouldn't color outside the lines. We teach children not to color outside the lines. And it could also, again, be the lines on the highway, keeping you in line so that you don't go driving off wherever. And I think that's what Genius is suggesting also, that in Bloom, a road is a recurring motif that's used to convey the journey of life. And it's also suggesting that these lines represent fate or destiny set for us, and there's potentially something comforting about it, or the way I'm seeing it is more as something controlling you. Stay in line with the system and you'll be fine. Just keep pretending everything's fine. I have a much more cynical view of the meaning of the song. And then in a while, you start to smile. The earth is wild. You've got no time. And so that's pretty much it. So they have another song called All the Years. It says, let's go on pretending that the light is never ending. So I think in that example, though, that's a much more positive spin on the word pretending. So it can be negative or positive depending on the context. Usually I pick about 3 songs or so to look at the lyrics on, so we only have one more. I'm sure you fast forwarded through this. Like I said, I really do like the song. And should I just go ahead and put it in gold? Or should I make it earn its way up to gold? I think I'm gonna just put it in gold and say, okay, let's see if any other track can knock it down from there. So I think we'll move on to track 3, which is Lazuli. Again, having that drum machine kind of sound here. Also a very programmed sounding synth. I love the way that hits right there. Hear how that bass is just holding that note. So that bass, it's a different sound than just having a bass guitar, just boom, 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 or something. It's just a held note, which is a part of their sound. Love that hi-hat coming in. Sounds like male voices there in the background. It says background vocals Alex Scally. Then you've got the fade outs. So this is another I love just the way they fade in these little percussion parts. And it's similar to the last track where I feel like it's almost like a strategic use of the guitar coming in, at just the right moments. There's that one part. Yeah, this part. Yeah, I love when that guitar comes in right there. And then the fading in of the hi-hat. That must be my favorite part of the song. And the vocals coming in. Background vocals coming in near the end is really good. I think it's gonna be a question though. Like this one and Wild are really competing with each other. Get in trouble. It's a tough call. I do really like those like breathy vocals right there too. That part, yeah. But I think Wild might edge it out. I think it's doing more like with the percussion there. It sounds more like hitting on the toms, kind of like a tribal beat, and it has a little more movement to me throughout the song, whereas Lazuli is more, this feels more locked in to me, like 4/4 time, the super programmed synth and the hi-hats, everything's staying in line. Which is kind of funny because that does relate to the lyrics, having these lines that are keeping you in your lane. But it is a very good song. So I think I'm just going to put it... I'm not going to put it above Wild, but maybe just under Wild and Silver, which is highly respectable spot. So, I think we can move on to track 4, which is Other People. What that sound is.
So you thought it would happen.
Very catchy way of singing these verses. That ride cymbal. I think this is the part of the song I really like. I mean, the most. Of course, I like the whole song. I like the change here and that it's still progressing a little bit with the addition of that. Sounds like a piano. And that layering of the voices is something I really love. Sounds like we're on the beach. It's funny, I barely even, I usually don't even notice that ending there. Because you don't really notice this as much when you're just listening through speakers. So it might be a bit more subtle. So one thing about this album, it seems like it has these longer held out notes and chords. And this one sounds like it's almost like pulsing a little bit. Just staying on that one note. So yeah, just very cool sounds as far as that kind of organ-y sound. But we'll look at the lyrics to Other People. The lyrics discuss the dissipation of a strong, maybe sexual relationship and presents the struggle and anguish one may experience upon such a conclusion. So you thought it would happen. Good love, goodbye. I know where no one can reach you. So it's a rhetorical question posed to their lover. Did they really spend all this time and energy knowing they would end it soon? Good love, goodbye. They play on words. They love them so much that they can't stand being part of the world anymore in any capacity. I know where no one can reach you. So they know things about this person that no one else knows. Now that shows a definite sense of more intimacy, knowing somebody intimately. They have connected with them in ways no one else will ever be able to know. I don't mind. Yeah, that's a good line. I know where no one can reach you. Suggests that I know things about you that nobody else probably knows. Or like I can get to you. I know how to get to you in like in an emotional way. I know how to press your buttons maybe. If you're that kind of person that likes pressing people's buttons. So in the pre-chorus it says, it's your world. Why would you fake it? These days go by as you turn around. Oh. Genius says it's about supporting their lover, helping them to move forward and make a choice they know will hurt them. So why would they want their lover to fake love and happiness? And then the chorus says, other people want to keep in touch. Something happens and it's not enough. Never thought that it would mean so much. Other people want to keep in touch. And Genius says, the sad but natural cycle of losing friends. Everyone starts with the best intentions of keeping in touch, but naturally life gets hectic. Your life philosophy changes. And as a result, you gradually grow out of friendships. The other people might make an attempt to maintain the relationship, but it's just not enough for you. Yeah, I think that's how I kind of see it too. Not so much that this has to be about a specific or a romantic relationship. It's just people in general that I end up losing touch with, and sometimes people may want to keep in touch that you're not really interested in keeping in touch with. And that one line, something happens and it's not enough, to me sort of suggests that maybe something in the relationship or just a friendship has broken down to where it's just not as meaningful as it used to be, or maybe your interests have just grown apart too much, that keeping in touch would just be, it's either just going to be like a token friendship at that point, or it's just not going to be, it could even be painful to try to keep in touch with people that maybe you feel alienated from, or that you feel like you just don't have much in common with them anymore. So, people change, and it can be sometimes trying to reconnect with someone is a bad idea if you're no longer, one of them has moved on to maybe a different perspective on life, and the other person expects you to still be the same old person. Then that person that has changed is not going to want to be treated as if they're the same old, having the same interests, and that as if they haven't grown any. Heaven won't keep us together. Right place at the wrong time. It takes all kinds of weather, distant new skies. So again, it's just kind of imagery here that I don't think I would want to read too much into it. Somewhere no one can reach us, these days go by. And so I think that's pretty much it. Until you get to the outro, was it ever quite enough? Feels like it's just questioning the entire relationship or friendship. Genius says, questioning if they were ever enough for the other person. Don't you know who's standing by me? Oh, my love, just can't let you go. Well, that's definitely talking about a relationship now. So this is from the perspective of the other person in the relationship. While one of them misses the other and desperately wants them back in their life, this person wants them to just let go and let the past be the past. They have moved on and changed and have new people in their life. I think that's pretty much what I was just saying. So yes, I agree. Now the question is, where do I put this one? I think I would see it more in competition with something like Myth. Myth is a really good opening track. So, yeah, I don't think I like it better than Myth. Just on and it's mostly on a musical level more than anything else. The way she sings there a little bit reminds me a little bit of how she sung at times on Teen Dream, but the song has this very bassy, like these long held notes The synth feels very heavy, especially, and when you add that bass to it, it's just held notes. It just feels a little heavier to me, and like it's a slower tempo. So I think it's a good track, but for now, I think it stays an honorable mention. So we'll move on to The Hours. It's interesting how it goes from that almost like a doom sound to this much lighter verses here. Definitely has a catchy chorus. Nice background vocals there. I like the way she draws out some of those notes right here. Yeah. Yeah, so that's a cool track. What was that at the very beginning? Something, something. But it's almost like setting the tempo of the song. cool beats. Where do I see this one going? I mean, it does have good verses and a good catchy kind of chorus, but that doesn't mean it's going to be my favorite either, because it sounds I think the only thing I don't like, if there is anything to not like, is, for one, maybe I've heard it too many times so that it starts sounding predictable to me. Like, this melody sounds kind of predictable to me. So that can be a good thing, but when you put it up against some of their other songs, I tend to look more for songs that take me to a slightly unexpected place or feeling. This song, except for that kind of doom sound I was talking about, everything else is kind of light and almost happy sounding. So, and I tend not to like happy music in general. I don't think Beach House, I don't consider them happy music. I mean, their sound, they call it dream pop, so it does inevitably have that dreamy quality regardless. It's just something about this melody, I don't know, it just doesn't catch me as much as the other tracks. So I'm going to leave it because I don't want to complicate things. And it could still get honorable mention, but since we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tracks left, so I think I'll just leave it out. So we'll move on to Troublemaker. It's a really cool organ sound. It just sounds very like vintage. So I got that regular guitar, but then there's this fuzzy guitar coming in. I like the chorus. It's kind of a big contrast with the verses. I like the minimal sound here. Hand claps. I feel like the piano became a definite part of this track. Yeah, really cool track. We have some, sounds like some crickets and, what do they call it? Cicadas. The thing I really like about this track is what I was talking about with switching, well, first of all, the verses, switching to a chorus that is a little bit, that's more in contrast with those verses. It's something that I like. And also dropping out all the other instruments and just going to that very minimal sound. Things like that really, to me, are what make a track better than maybe some other tracks. Like right here, it's just her voice, organ, and that very subtle percussion there. Because that gives the song the opportunity to build and go somewhere. So it's little things like that that I think make a song better to me than maybe another song. And then I do love how they're introducing just these little snippets of like nature, like the beach, the ocean, and here we have the crickets and locusts, or whatever they're called. I think this song, I would compare it to something like Myth, maybe?
If you build yourself a myth, you know just what to give. The rose with the dark, tiny fingers on the edge.
I think the question for me might be, whether I like the chorus better. I think I do like the chorus a little better. And if that's the case, then I think Myth is going to move down a notch. And Troublemaker takes the bronze. For all the things I mentioned about it that I liked. So that's what troublemakers do. They cause trouble for the other tracks, of course. So of course they're gonna go in and steal the bronze from Myth. So what's up next? New Year. Here we go. Another big contrast right there. I wasn't expecting that chorus, even though I've heard this a million times. I love how that's synth sound is like bending. Kind of reminds me of like My Bloody Valentine or something. The way they do their bending guitars. Back to the verses. The song has more depth than I originally thought it was going to. Just bending a little bit.
You were getting wiser. It's better this way. Faces in the mirror, memories again. Now look to a feeling. It's lighter than breath.
Sounds like an auto harp strumming in the background. This has a really catchy chorus. Wow. I forgot how much I like this song. Well, this song is the one that I feel like I forgot about as to how good it is. So I think it's up there for me. And the reason is I do really like the chorus a lot. Yeah. Yeah, this song is a contender. I think part of it is the beats. The tempo is a little more upbeat. And it's also just very catchy. And like I said, I really like when there's a contrast between the verses and the chorus. So I love the moments like this. I love that bending sound. And this is another example where this sustained note is helping build towards a feeling, and as the song is building towards a resolution. Introduce the bass here. It just keeps pulling me in. So I gotta compare it to like Lazuli, or yeah, was it Lazuli? I don't think this one has as strong of a chorus as what I just heard. Lazuli. It's almost like is that the chorus right there? The wordless chorus? Alright, what about Wild? This is more straight ahead. It's not like a huge surprise or anything. But the song flows really well. But I think New Year offers something a little different than the other tracks. It's just more catchy, and it's keeping me more engaged throughout. Everything's going to move down to make way for the new gold winner, which is New Year. This is like the surprise upset. Just because I haven't listened to it. I haven't listened to this album in a few years, maybe. So I forgot this track was coming. We'll see what else is coming, because it's pretty tight now. I don't know if anything else can come in and mess with the order here. So let's move on to Wishes. like the drum programming on this one.
Wishes on a wheel. The voices in the hall will carry on their talking, carry away. You can take wishes on a wheel. Is it even real? The contact that you made, the moment when a memory is, who can tell? You do it well, wishes on a wheel. How's it supposed to feel?
I wonder if he's just using a pedal there. It's making it an octave lower or higher. Could be.
One in your
Like what they're doing with the toms there going through from the left to the right.
The roses on the lawn won't know which side you're on that hill. Forever still wishes on a wheel. How's it supposed to feel? Wishes on a wheel. Wishes on a
I don't know why that word wishes just makes me think of like wishes on a wheel. I don't
The roses on the
I don't know why it's giving me like a Disney vibe.
don't know which
I don't know. Isn't there a Disney song that
carry on the talk.
maybe not? I think I'm thinking of that little fairy that with the magic wand.
Wishes on a wheel.
Like, couldn't this be in a Disney in a Disney movie?
Is it even
This could be in a Disney scene. I can see it. It would probably make the movie much better too, just for having the song in there. All right, where does this go? Because I don't think it's better than like Troublemaker. Nah. Okay, now what about Myth?
See the road you're on.
No, I don't think so. The only one maybe is Other People, but I think I'm gonna leave it because I think Other People is just catchy enough to hold its place here. So I'm gonna move on to track 9, which is On the Sea. I like that we're hearing something a little different in terms of sound with the piano here, and making that the main instrument. And it has a different tempo or time signature, maybe too. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Our bodies stop, the spirit living. Wouldn't you like to know how far you've got left to go? Somebody's child, nobody made you. It's not what you stole, it's what they gave you. In all route you go, in your silence, your soul.
Yeah, that guitar, again, very reverby. Sounds really good there.
Would you rather go and wheel it? The heart is full, now it's spilling, barreling down the steps, only a moment left. Heart of sound, no peace of mind. When you begin and undefined.
That sounds like strings coming in there.
Unconscious fate, time will tell in spite of me. Hand of sight, no peace of mind. Where it begins and we're defined. Shadows bend and suddenly the world becomes and swallows
I like how there's still room for that extra keyboard there, or organ sound. It's kind of like the piano's a little more in the background now. This whole thing has been building to this. percussion is just that minimal beat, bass sound. And that's really all you need. Everything else, the sound is so filled out. Like how it does have just a little bit of a bounce to it. Now we have the wind. Yeah. That's another strong track. And I think the production was really well done on this one. And I like the composition of the song itself. This track's really different from the other ones. So I gotta decide. I think this one is gonna cause some disruptions. I don't see it. It's not better than New Year, or I don't think it's better than Wild. Lazula. Can it beat? I think it's quite as catchy as Lazuli. But, alright, so I like Troublemaker quite a bit. So I think I keep that there. What about Myth? Actually, no, I like Myth better than other people, so I think I have to give this song credit though for I like the minimal sound and the introduction of the piano as being the primary instrument. I like the change up of the time signature, and that it's able to build on this. I think I just like the composition of the song better, maybe a little better, even though other people, it's kind of it's a little more predictable, I think, than On the Sea. So I think I have to give credit to On the Sea and give that honorable mention now. And then we finally come to the last track, which is Irene, which is the longest track by far on the album. So this one could very well disrupt the medals once again. We'll see. So sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, because here we go.
Though you hardly know her, the lines on its face, the hand rests to bar, still want to stay.
It's one of those songs where they just stay on that one note forever, and then they change. It's like, wow. Chimey melodies. Stay on that one note. It's like hypnotic. See if I can tell when the bass is going to come in. Got it. I don't know how they made this work, but it works. It's that bass moving underneath that one note. I think I remember when I first heard this, I was like, oh my gosh, they're just staying on that one note like forever. And there's a piano coming in. I've actually forgotten what this song does that makes it so long. It sounds like it should end within the next minute or so. This is the most we've heard from the drums. All right. I honestly have forgotten. I think it comes back in eventually or something. Yeah, it's gonna like fade back in, I think, at some point. But yeah, this song is more almost like a jam session because it doesn't really change much. Just got that one note and then the bass moving underneath and just repeating It's a Strange Paradise over and over. I don't know. I think the question is, well, now we've got this long moment of silence here. So this is really, it's hard to judge, like, because the song really isn't 1657. If you got like a long block of silence, the song isn't really as that long. So when's it gonna come back in? I don't. I don't know what to do here because I'm afraid it's okay. I need to see what is. Oh, okay, okay. So really, that okay? When did that actually end? Because I forgot there was like a hidden track on this. So it's really about okay, 638, 639, something like that. And then I forgot there's a hidden track. I was thinking like it was gonna fade back in with the same song, but it doesn't sound like that. So before I finish out, I want to see. I think the only song that's really threatening at this point is maybe Myth. It's a cool, chilled kind of track. But I don't think it's doing as much as Myth does as an intro track. This is more of an outro. Goodbye, we're leaving. So I think I'm gonna just leave things as they are. But I do want to hear what is this hidden track? What does this hidden track sound like? Oh, there it is. Okay. So my favorite song is New Year. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised by that. I don't think I can count this as Irene, because it's just a separate track, right? Yeah, this reminds me of earlier Beach House. Might be because of that guitar is more twangy sounding instead of a chorus sound. It's still just very minimal, that very basic drum machine beat. Because they were very minimal when they started out. And that organ sound too also reminds me of early beach house sound. I wonder if this one would have been a medal winner by itself. It might have been. It could have been honorable mention, maybe. Maybe it's a little, I don't know, might be too simplistic of a song structure. It never really changes, it just repeats this same structure. But yeah, I still like it. It's a cool little outro there. Alright, so we have made it through Beach House Bloom. And those are my final rankings. But of course, every track is of course a winner. So let's hear it for all of these tracks. And you know, if you want to let me know how you would rank these, feel free to do so in the comments. And if you made it this far, congratulations. Thanks for listening. If you did like this video, please like and subscribe. And I hope to see you in the next one.